Philippians 1:6 says, being confident of this very thing, that he which has begun a good work in you will perform it until the day of Jesus Christ. Well, that's good news right there. That the work that God has already started in you will perform it. So you don't have to worry about whether you're going to get there. Know that God is working it out through you. And if we look at from the day that we were born, the world expanded to make room for you, to make space for you, space to grow, space to experience life. Not all of our experiences were good, but God knows how to make all things work together for your good, to finish the work that he has already started in your life. Now, as we're growing in life, I learned that we take on different versions of ourselves because we're different people at different times, okay? That's why people can't put you in a box, or they shouldn't try to put you in a box, because you're going to be a different person at different times of your life. Prayerfully, you're growing, because as you're growing, that means you're acquiring more experience. You're evolving from the person that you used to be. You've grown into the best version of you, or you're working toward that goal. Sometimes we haven't got there yet, but we're striving to be the best version of ourselves. We're not staying stuck, or we're not, confining ourselves to just one way of being. We're growing into who God created us to be. And that requires change. That means I need to change from the inside. It's an inside job. It's a job that God does. As we yield ourselves to him, he begins to work within us and work those things out of us that are not fruitful, that are not beneficial to our life and our growth and our purpose in life. Okay, so as we're experiencing life, when we find our rhythm, when you find your rhythm, that's your purpose. Your rhythm is the thing that you're able to move in, just like you're breathing air. When you find your rhythm, you found your purpose. And when you found your purpose, you're on the right road for your purpose and everything to open up for you, okay? So when you're on the right road for your purpose, doors of opportunity begin to open for you. God connects you with people. The Bible speaks about stirring up your gift. When you begin to stir up your gift that God already gave you, you're moving in your rhythm of your purpose. And so as you're moving in your rhythm of your purpose, you're stirring up your giftings, and God begins to open even more up for you because you're moving in faith. A lot of us, we work jobs, and a lot of times our jobs that we work are not necessarily the purpose that God created for us, but sometimes it'll tie into your purpose. So sometimes things are temporarily. I've seen people that worked a job, but they parlayed the information that they received from the job into their own purpose, and that's when fulfillment began to happen. So while they were on the job, they worked diligently, because if we work, we like lights and shelter. We need all of those, so we work to do that. But it might not be your purpose, but it might be tied into your purpose. So a lot of times we can use that, and like I said, all things work together. God knows how to work you're frustrated on the job and you want to do something more fulfilling. You want to move into your purpose. You want to get your rhythm. You want to get moving in the things of God. But sometimes we feel like we're stuck at a job. But don't despise that, because God knows how to use all of that experience at the right time. That's why it's good. It's so very important about place, position, and purpose. Remember those 3 words I told you to remember. it's very important to be in the right place, because sometimes we can be in the wrong place. And I have seen people that have been in the wrong city, and nothing worked for them, nothing. And they left the city, maybe moved to another city or a different state, and things began to open up for them. And then again, I've seen people that moved and nothing opened up for them. Everything seemed like nothing was working for them, and they had to move back where things were working. You got to be in the right place for things to be opening for you. You got to be able to hear the voice of God when God is speaking to you. Okay? Whether to move or not move. Okay? So place is very important. You could be in the wrong place at the wrong time, and you can be in the right place at the right time. And that's where we want to get to. We want to get to where we're supposed to be, so that we can receive the blessing of the Lord, so we can hear the instruction of God. So sometimes you can be on the wrong road and absolutely nothing is working for you. You're not seeing any instruction. You're not seeing any advice. That's because a lot of times we're going down the wrong road. Okay? So position is so very important. Position to receive instruction from the kingdom of heaven, to receive instruction from God, to receive advice, counsel, correction. We have to be in a position where our hearts are pliable, where we can receive correction. Training, because God knows we need training. God trains us, okay? Nobody is ever set in position without any training. You have to go through training for the purpose that God has for you. And all of this helps us to be the best version of ourselves. So all of this prepares us for purpose. Instruction, advice, correction, training, improvement. Being in the right place prepares us for purpose. I pray that you find your rhythm of purpose today, and you begin to move in the things of God. I'm Pastor Castleberry from Dominion Life Ministries. We're in Bay City, Michigan, where we walk by faith and not by sight. That's 2 Corinthians 5:7.